Hello, everybody. It's me, Mel from Lithalia's Little Hook with Melanie, and it's another live. I got it posted last minute. I was having some issues, so I don't know if anybody's going to show up, but welcome if you're seeing it live, and thank you if you're watching the replay. And if I'm talking to myself, well, at least I have the puppies to talk to. Yeah. So I am now going to do my lives at 10 a.m. Eastern. I actually found out from a few people that seems to be a better time, and it's a better time for me. So, anytime you guys want to, suggest something or mention something that's better for you, just say it. I am never going to get upset by suggestions or anything like that. And, if I keep looking down, it's because I'm knitting. Yep. Always got to have something going on in my hands. If you're new here, which we love newbies, new people, new yarn people, gardeners, homesteaders, bakers, anything, circus acts, anything. People who just wander in off the streets, you know, everybody's welcome. This is a safe place for everybody. There's no bullying. Any sign of bullying, I kick them out. I kick them to the curb. Uh, so feel free to come and join us Wednesdays now at 10 a.m. Eastern. I try to make it every week, but sometimes life circumstances do not permit. And if I am not going to have a live, I try to post it in the community tab. This week, I always try to post the preview of the live on, get the live posted a couple of days at least beforehand so that you know it's going to happen. Today, 15 minutes beforehand. Yeah. I was not doing well. Not doing well at all. Somebody's showing me hearts. Somebody's here who's secretly and I have 4 thumbs. Who is secretly lurking? Who is that? Who is secretly lurking in the live and not talking? Making me think I'm talking to myself. Show yourself. Come on, people. Don't make me think I'm being crazy here. I really do think I'm crazy. Well, my therapist, Jerry, has told me I am clinically crazy. So, talking to yourself on the internet does not. Are you not going to tell me you're here, whoever you are? I will just keep blabbering to myself. Makes me think it's Lisa. Makes me think it's Lisa Ladybird. She would do that to me. She would just sit there, pushing all those buttons, never saying a word. Doesn't matter. I'll sit here for an hour, knitting, talking. Eventually I'll stop talking, but, never knew that would happen, did you? I could sing. If you don't tell me who you are, I might sing, and you don't want that to happen. Or I could just turn the camera around and you could watch sleeping dogs lie. Is it you, Joe? Or Joe, are you playing with the emoji things? Garden State Gardener. Check him out. He does 100 days of seeds, gives it away. seeds every day until Christmas. And Sunday Fun Day on Garden State Gardener channel, Pierogi Monday on Garden State Garden channel, and then now he's got a new channel, Grow Big TV, which I think he has live on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And he is a busy, busy guy. Give me a second. I know who's sending me hearts, and this is not normally a morning person. Oh, my friend Ray. Ray is awake. She must be hot on coffee right now. Hot on coffee. Poor girl. 10 a.m. is like 2 a.m. for me, where I'm zombified. Getting her boys to school and everything. She must be exhausted. At least they're not pink hearts, Ray. At least they're not pink hearts. But yeah, I'll just sit here knitting. Bound to be someone coming in eventually, and if not, I'll just spend an hour talking to myself and then go on my merry way. Today, for anyone who's going to, hey Anita, how are you? I'm good, hon. Well, I'm okay. I spilled a whole cup of chocolate milk right before the live and had to clean it up, and I broke the cup. It wasn't glass or anything, it was a plastic cup. But I was like, ah. And it went everywhere, and then I had the leaking cup to take all the way from my room to the kitchen, and I'm like, dogs, lick that up, clean it up for me. And they just laid on the bed and were like, huh? I'm like, you are horrible dogs. So, yeah. But things happen. But today I am going to go get the woman who used to live next door, not my mother, the other woman. And we are going to clean up the next door building so that it's ready for her to move everything out of. But we're going to clean it up so that the back 2 rooms are empty. And then on Friday, we're going to move my storage unit up into those rooms so that I don't have to pay my storage unit anymore. And I can easily access all my craft supplies without having to drive 20 minutes one way. Yay! It's sort of like having a craft room, but not really, because it'll still all be in totes and boxes, but it'll be accessible. Ooh, you're starting cooking today. Are you having like the whole family over to your place? I'm thinking of putting my turkey in the sink with some cold water because I keep poking it. I got it out of the freezer on Sunday, but there's a lot of still very frozen parts. It's in the fridge, but it's still very frozen in a lot of spots. Hello, Faith. How are you? Yeah, I'm thinking cold water bath for most of today to get it thawed out the rest of the way. Yes, you do. Always a full house at Sis's house. rude, Nightbot. How rude. You know, I wish more people would come in. I was thinking of doing a giveaway. I'm still going to do it, even if it's just a few people. I just had this urge to do a lovely little giveaway. So you guys stick around, okay? I didn't pull anything out for it, so it'll have to be, you know, something I put together in a little, just basic stuff. And the only things I'm doing from scratch are the turkey and the mashed potatoes. Everything, I used to do everything from scratch, but it's just too much stress right now. So I'm just doing the turkey and the mashed potatoes from scratch. And everything else is just boxes and, you know, pre-made. Some year I'll do it from scratch again. But yeah. We're having turkey, mashed potatoes, cream corn, carrot. Well, I'm doing the carrots from scratch. Can you not do carrots? I guess you can. You can get frozen or canned carrots. We're having carrots and pumpkin pie. We're having cheddar bay biscuits. And we're having oh, my brain's not working. Stuffing, gravy. That might be it. Just a simple meal. And I just did this on a whim one year. I make herb butter and I put it under the skin of the turkey, and it makes it really moist and flavors the meat. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Thank you. Lisa, you live in, is it Australia or? Yeah, you're somewhere else, but thank you very much and have a wonderful week, honey. But you're either a night owl or you live, yeah, you're in Australia. Thank you, sweetie. I'll save you some turkey. I'll still save you some turkey. Food is food no matter what. You are a night owl. Well, what time is it there? And have a wonderful sleep. 2:15 a.m. Yeah. You have a wonderful, peaceful sleep, hon. Thank you for giving a thumbie. I'm just glad some of you saw that I was live. I was like, nobody's going to come in. I put it up 15 minutes before I was going live, and then I was having trouble, and I was like, nobody's going to see it. Hi, Kim. Oh, Kim, you and the interwebs just It's like me and any technology anywhere. It just butt heads. Hey, Dawn. Wow, we're getting a whole party in here. How are you guys? Everybody's coming in. Oh, excuse my yawns. Oh, yeah. I need some caffeine. Night night, Lisa. So, how is everybody doing? What are they working on? Are they frantically doing Christmas items? Are they just, relaxing into projects that they're, you know? Okay. Anita is Turbo Mom, working on 27 different things. And if any kid steps a toe into the kitchen, she whacks them with a spoon. And I'm kidding about that. Anita does not whack kids with spoons. All she has to do is give them that look and they run away. I've seen her give that look on her channel. And if you don't know Anita, you need to go check out her channel. She is awesome. She is amazing. She makes stitch markers. She crochets amazing things. You might today. I mean, your patience might go from like this to like that in no time. I've been there. I've been there. And she has a farm with gorgeous animals and gardening, and she has the cutest accent. And she's got millions of kids running around. And she was learning to knit. How'd the knitting go, sis? Ooh, Faith, that's great. That's fantastic, Faith. Oh, I know, Anita. I know. My parents gave that look, and I was just like, yeah, uh-huh. Oh, swapping recipes. I don't think this is really a long enough cord for what they're calling for here. I think I need a longer cord because I am not at the last increase and I'm already bunched up on this cord. Yes, try again, sis. Try again. You will be great at it. If you want some help, you can always contact me and I will try to help you. I am currently making a poncho. I love this yarn. I love how it's coming out. Hold on, I'm going the wrong way. A poncho for a little girl. So, yeah, it does get easier each time. So it starts at the neck and then you increase as you go down. It's on the Bloom Chunky band, and that's how it's supposed to look. Now, Anita, I learned the basics of knitting when I was in my 20s at like a Michael's class. They were teaching knitting. So I learned cast on, knit and purl, and bind off. So I could make like a really wonky dishcloth. You know, and I would drop stitches. I didn't know how to pick up a stitch, but I could make like a square, a dishcloth. I could make a scarf if I really tried hard, but my hands didn't want to do the motions. It was hard because you had to keep practicing. They wanted to do crochet. Thank you, Dawn. They wanted to do crochet, but I didn't know how to pick up stitches. YouTube wasn't around yet, and I'm a visual learner. So when I looked in books and it said yarn over, do this, do that, I couldn't follow the books. Join in the round for knitting is just when you've got them like this and you've got the ones on this side and the ones on this side. It took me a minute to remember how to join in. All you have to do is if you're knitting, you just knit into that side to join it, and you make sure they're not twisted. So if you've got like your round and you've got your row on this side and here, and it's like not joined, you just knit into the first one on this side, and that's how you join it. It's that simple. I thought it was tougher than that too. Like the first time I learned it, people said you had to have an extra one on this side and slip and join it that way. And I was like, oh God, that's going to be so hard to remember. And then the next time I looked it up on YouTube, someone said, just knit into it and start knitting. And I was like, it's that simple? Really? To just knit into and start knitting into them. So that's how I do it now. If it's a knit row or round, you just start knitting in, you place your marker and you just start knitting into that round. But yeah, once your hands get the muscle memory, and I'm a thrower apparently because I let go and then wrap it. Apparently some people can do that and not let go, and that's called picking. And I'm like, no, my hands don't want to do that. But yeah, I'm a continental picker or continental thrower is what people say, because I hold it or use my hands a certain way, but I let go and then wrap it is what the throwing part is. I don't know what it means, except the throwing part. I don't know what continental means. Yeah. But I've gotten to the point where I don't have to look. Ah! And my favorite project I've made, where is it? It's right here. Because I didn't use a pattern. And Erin at Crafting Kitty said that that means you're not a beginner anymore. Because I just went by what Jennifer at Cinnamon Stitches said she did, and then I did it. So I went by what she was like, I did this, and then I did this, and then I, finished this way. And I went, okay, so I'll look at a tutorial on how to do this, and then I'll do this. And then when I need a tutorial, I'll watch that. So I did it, and I made a bag with the fruits yarn because I wanted to make her knit watermelon bag with the watermelon yarn, but she only had a tutorial for the crochet bag. And it's got the bottom where it's a slice of watermelon on the bottom. I don't know if it's got stuff in it, but the bottom is an actual slice. And I even watched a tutorial on how to make a band and put it on. I know, Anita. Do you need one? Do I need to make you one? And I got myself an I-cord maker to make the I-cord, one of those little tiny tube things, and you pick it. It's like a tiny knitting loom, and you make the cord with the tiny knitting loom. I was like, I am making that bag. Like, she made this bag a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, and I didn't know how to knit. I bought the yarn right away. And I was like, I am buying that yarn because I will knit someday, and I need to make that bag. So I bought the yarn right away. And I was like, I will knit that bag someday. Now, mine's bigger than hers. She used one cake. I used almost 2 complete cakes. But it's a perfect project bag. And it doesn't, because it's knit, it's such a tight weave that things don't come through it. I know, I love it, Dawn. And my sister was like, can I have it? And I'm like, no, it's my bag. I did buy my sister the strawberry, at the same time I bought the strawberry sock yarn, because she's very sensitive skin and can't do wool. Though I've been having her feel the superwash merinos, and she's like, that's soft. I can't feel the wool. And I'm like, yeah. So she might be able to do some of those for socks, but oh, sis, yeah. Well, I'm sure you will get something I made someday. but yeah, that is like my favorite thing I've made and kept so far. That one's not leaving my possession. So, but yeah. Now I find I'm like, I really want to use this yarn. I've been wanting to use this yarn for so long. Who can I make something out of this yarn for so I can buy it and use it? That's what this Bloom Chunky is. I've been wanting to use this since it came out. And so I was like, I really think oh, I know exactly what you mean, Anita. But I have been wanting to use this since it came out, and it's been out for 5 years or something, a couple of years. And I go buy it, and it's at my Walmart, and I'm always going by it, and I pick it up, and I'm like, no, I can't. So this year I was like, that's a really cute poncho on the band. And I'm like, I'm going to make that poncho. So I was in the store and my phone was dying. Hello, Carla. Welcome in. My birthday yarn. I have so much birthday yarn. Oh my gosh. So much birthday yarn. Which birthday yarn are you talking about? Which birthday yarn, Dawn? The birthday yarn from Yarn Love, or the birthday yarn? Which birthday yarn? Hi, Janice. How are you, hon? Oh, I've been horrible this past month, Anita. I have been absolutely horrible. I emotionally bought, I got mystery bags for, like, I have not, I had one mystery bag in my life and it was 20 years ago. And this month I got like, I don't know how many mystery bags. I got Little Knits, I got Mary Maxim. I think that was it, but it seemed like a lot. And I still have some sock yarn coming, and that was a steal, though. I mean, with what sock yarn costs, I think I got 6. It's hand dyed. It's, yeah. Wait, did I miss? Yeah, so I have more yarn than I could possibly need, but yeah. Oh yeah. I have People have sent me yarn. I have bought me yarn. I don't know what to do with yarn. I reorganized my yarn. I have a craft cabinet shelf thing my dad built me in my room. And it had whip bags on it. And I took off some of the whip bags and put some of my nice yarn on it. And there is a whole shelf just of hanks. Hanks. And half of part of the shelf is just hanks. My friends have died. And then the rest is like hand dyed, pretty hanks and hand dyed hanks, and another shelf is just nice yarns I want to use soon. Yeah. When my craft room finally gets populated, like it's a craft room and not just a storage room. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be, it's gonna rival some people. It's gonna rival some people. And I'm like, I didn't know I had that much. I don't know. So there will be a lot of donations, a lot of stuff made for charity, because a lot of what I have is Red Heart Super Saver. A lot of what I have is Red Heart Super Saver, but when I put it in the totes to store it, I caked it up. So it's not like I can put it in. I mean, people don't really want that in giveaways to begin with. I do, and I never thought I did. I mean, I only started getting myself the nice stuff in the past year because I got an allowance for yarn. And so I only started buying myself nice yarn in the past year. But before that, I only really bought Red Heart Super Saver, Caron 1 pound, the big box yarns. I didn't even buy Big Twist. I've rarely used Big Twist. I've never used Premier Basics. I am only just now using Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. I've never used it before. Jeannie V sent it to use on her blanket, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so soft. Hi, Janet. How are you? I mean, my range of using like different acrylics is very small. And so I want to, use up what I have, or donate it to people who will use it, so that it's not wasted, But I don't want people looking at me going, you know, how some people can, going, oh my God, she's such a hoarder. She's such a waste. Look at her with all her yarn and then saying she doesn't have any money. Because I am on a fixed income and I don't want people bad mouthing, you know. Exactly, Dawn. I love the Dollar Tree yarn. It is very nice, and you get over 100 yards in a skein for $1.25. Yeah, and but people will judge you when they see your yarn wall, and they do it without knowing you. So when I get my craft room, there is going to be a filming area and there will be my craft area. And I don't think I'm going to film in front of my yarn because I'm just not going to give people that ammunition. I mean, my friend Deidre, the very first video she did, she films in front of her yarn wall, and she told me the very first video she did, she got like 3 emails of people begging her for yarn. And I was like, that's insane. It's because you were right in front of all your yarn, and it's just insane what people will do. They emailed her and flat out asked her to send them free yarn. Yeah. Yeah, they don't know you. Yeah, Janet, it's true. I mean, I have this yarn I have has been yarn I have gotten over 20 years. 20 years. And when I started getting Red Heart Super Saver, it was $1.79 a skein. Exactly, Janet. Yeah. So I think there will be a recording area and there will be the craft area. And I'm not going to have the yarn visible for the recordings. Yeah, exactly, Dawn. I know. And then she got rid of all of her yarn, Kim, because she felt pressured into it and bullied. And I have had enough bullying in my life, and I'm just not going to let people do that to me. I've already seen it enough in the YouTube community that it's too much like high school. It's too much like teenagers, you know? Yeah, and you cannot tell who is. I already have enough issues telling when people are telling the truth and not. That it's just. Yeah, exactly, Anita. You know, I just. It's just. Eh. It's just eh. You know, I've heard people talk to my friends and say, you're just picking your friends to win your giveaways. And I'm like, you just saw a random commenter roll through names and land on one. How is that them picking their friends? Did they write a program? Are they a software genius and they wrote a program for it to pick them? You know? I'm like, explain that one to me. I laugh at it, but I know it hurts my friends, so you know. I don't know. I don't know. We know, Kim. We know. And I know you are like a row and a half short plus the border and didn't some hi Cindy, how are you? Did someone actually find it on Amazon, or was that a different colorway, Kim? Because if not, I'll go looking for it again after the live. As safe as I can be, Cindy. I think Dee owns all of the unforgettable in the world now, Kim. It's all at her house. And if any of the companies need any unforgettable, they have to contact her. Oh, that's great, Cindy. Happy belated birthday to your husband. I hope you guys had a good celebration. Good morning, Sally. How are you today? I hope everybody's doing good. My dogs are plopped out on the bed completely here. We'll give you a, see if I can, this is supposed to go 360. I'm not sure. I got a new, it's not. Hold on. There's one. There's another just staring at you. Wait, I can't, not seeing anything. Oh, there was one. There's the other. And then we'll come back and hope that it will stay where it's supposed to stay. Nope. Dang new tripod. Stay. Sorry. Yep. Hold on. I hope this will work. I apologize for the tripod being crappy. All right. I'm still learning this one. I apologize, guys. Doesn't like to stay in place. So you're getting a view of my neck. Yeah, this is fun, isn't it? Have a great day, Janice. Great. Uh-huh. awesome knife. And all right, stay. All right. Not the best angle, but we'll do. You know what, Cindy? You just made me notice I was on Top Chat down on my PC too. So I may have missed a ton of stuff. I'm going to have to figure out that new tripod. It doesn't have a very strong connection. I hope I didn't make anyone sick. Yay, Janice. I'm not working on the Grafgan. Hold on, let me get a stitch in here. I am working right now on a child's poncho. But I can show you what I've done on the Grafgan so far. It's right over here. I have to get more time on the Grafgan because I've only made it to like row 21. But bobbins. Bobbins. Yeah. So we all love bobbins, don't we? Yeah. So let's see, which way's the back? So the letters. It's coming out real nice. And see, the bobbins are pulling down the top of it, but can't really. I'm showing it backwards, apparently. Yeah, showing it backwards. This is the back. And you can't really see it because the bobbins are pulling down curling it. But the colors are going to come out real nice. I'm doing it in half double crochet. But yeah. Yeah, so I'm working. My main things are the Grafgan. That's my main item right now. And then when I need a break, I work on the poncho. So what are you working on, Sally? You haven't done a Grafgan yet, Sally. They're really easy. You just have to know how to do the color change and keep your bobbins untangled, which there's no actual way to do that. I think you just have to keep untangling them as you go. And you know, that's it. Follow the graph. I'm not actually following the graph. I'm doing the written pattern. Sometimes I do the graphs. Sometimes I do the written patterns. I suggest if you want to do a Grafgan, do like a graph square first. You can do it as a temperature blanket. But they have like squares. Do it as a washcloth. Do that first. Ah, darn it. I don't know if I did that. Wait, 1, 2. I guess I did mark it. Yeah, I usually prefer the graphs, but this graph was printed on multiple pages, and I would have had to tape them together, and then it would have been huge. I like the graphs if they're a single page. This would have been like 3 pages or more by, and I don't like having to go between, pages to follow my graph. So I'm just doing it by the written because then I can stay on one page. Yeah. If it's a single page graph, I will totally follow the graph before the written, probably. Ooh, I've never done a stained glass blanket, but I've wanted to. Ooh, and a hexi-cardi. Those are really popular. A lot of people are doing those. I've got a lot of things on my want to do list, like to be done, and I have the yarn for them now. And apparently I'm in a want to make wearables kind of mood. Like I have gotten in my last couple openings, and I don't think I've done the like uploaded the videos for them yet, but I've gotten like wearable level amounts of yarn for these in these openings. Like I'm like, oh, I got a Hirschner's order and I have to redo the video for that because the sound came out bad or the lighting was bad or something. But I have to redo the video for that real quick. But I was like getting all these sweater quantities of the yarns, and I'm like, huh, apparently I want to make wearables out of everything. What yarn is it, Faith? Is it like discontinued or just out of stock, or you just can't afford it right now? Yeah, I know Bag O' Day did like a couple different stained glass patterns, and then I know other people have done stained glass patterns. Like people do the squares, and then I think even there is a guy, I have a couple of his patterns, and then a couple are free. So what is his, I don't remember his name, but he's on Ravelry, and his blankets are called, let me look it up real quick, something of change. Let me look it up real quick. I'm going to look it up and then maybe put it in the... If I can find him. Oh, I found him. Frank O'Randall. Oh, that's awful, Faith. His name is Frank O'Randall, and he makes a ton of those like circle blankets or center out blankets. They look like mandalas, and like some of them are baby size, but like one of them's called, here, I'm gonna put one of the links to one of the free ones in there. It's called Mo of Change. Okay. And it's one of the free ones, but he's got a ton of patterns. And Some are free, some aren't. But some reminded me of stained glass. Just the colors he chose and that kind of thing. He's very creative. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. If you go to his page, one of them is very stained glass right on his page. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so stained glass. If I could just link that picture for you. I don't know what that one's called because it doesn't have a name right by it. Of course it doesn't. Let me see if I can find the one he shows. It's gorgeous. It is just amazingly gorgeous, the one he shows, and of course it's probably not. He's got one called Mini Pains of Change, and I think it's a baby blanket, but I think it's a free one because it's in my library, so I put everything free in my library. And I'm looking down, so you know. Yeah, it's free. Hold on, I'll put this one in there. And then I will get back to the chat. Ooh, very nice, Sally. Yeah, black is hard to see. But check out his Mini Pains of Change because it doesn't have much black. It's just the joining, or I don't know if it's even joining. I think it's just part of the motif and it's all one thing. Hello, Dragon Cat. Yes, you made it. How are you? I didn't start till 10 today. I think that'll be my new thing. I won't start till 10. Yeah, and it's a free pattern. Now, it's only baby blanket size, but I mean, I don't know what size blanket you want to make. I think he's got bigger ones that each, you know, go with each of the smaller ones. Oh, yeah, he's got one called Pains of Change. It's $6.99. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm spamming my own live with URLs. I'm spamming my own live. Yeah, it's going to be 10 o'clock now. I am having issues waking up, and then, you know, 10 seems better for everyone, it seems. So, who knows? It may be a good thing. So, how are you all, everyone? And what are you working on? If anyone is celebrating Thanksgiving, are you going to a family member's house or are they coming to yours? Or are you just chilling out and having tacos? We love tacos. I may have to do more with this yarn after I'm done with this poncho. I love it. And it is, let me just tell you, if you haven't worked with the Premier Bloom, it is squishy when it works up. It makes a squishy fabric. Like, yeah, this would be great for a hat or a scarf because it's squishy. Have I said squishy enough? Oh, Dragon Cat. Thank you, Dragon Cat. I am making a poncho for a little girl. And all I have to do is like knit and then increase every sixth row. So, and then, the beginning was a knit and purl. And then at the end, I'm guessing, because there's a bit of a ruffle, there's something to do. It's the ball band pattern. Just following the pattern. How's your blanket coming? Did you get your grandbaby's blanket done? Your granddaughter's? Oh no, that's a sweater. You were doing a blanket for your grandson now. Did you get your granddaughter's sweater done? Oh, I used to love Golden Corral. I loved a buffet, but Golden Corral was really good. See, my sister is a germaphobe, so we couldn't go to buffets. She couldn't eat at a buffet. So, oh, cream and butter. I am a big potato fan. You're going to have to tell me what a potato ball is. I'm going to have to look it up. I'm sorry about the coughing. I am having a lot of drainage, which is causing dry spots in my throat. I am not sick. I am just dry spots in my... I'm going to have to fill my humidifier again. But I woke up last night and coughed for a good 45 minutes before I could fall back to sleep. I'm going to stick a homemade lozenge in my throat, which is also known as a cherry Jolly Rancher. Oh, you sound like me, Dragon Cat. My entire end of the bed is just bags of whips. And I am going to get them done. And then I still have all the whips on the top two shelves of my cabinet. And I have one or two in the storage unit. So, yeah. Yeah. Would you guys like to see something I got from Temu to help me with my crafts? Where did I put it? I got myself something to help with crafts from Temu. And I have not put it together yet. This is my Grafdan bag from Jeannie V. She sent this in the box for me. My lovely Golden Girls project bag. So I have been getting, I have been getting back into cross stitch. And I have credit on Temu because I found out there's this thing. Sorry, I'm talking like this. I have to put this in my mouth. It causes saliva. But if you click certain buttons on Temu before you place an order, you'll get credit from that order. So I always do that. And I'll get at least a couple dollars credit from placing that order. So I always have some credit. And since I'm doing cross stitch again, you know, sitting there holding the hoop, you know, my fingers cramp. So I saw this and I said, why not? This is a hoop holder. And when it's put together, this goes under your leg while you're sitting on a chair or the couch. And it connects up like this. And, ooh, what's the other Golden Girls project bag? Because she also sent me a Notions pouch that says Stay Golden and has them on it. And I'm like, how did she know I like them so much? But this all connects up. And so this will sit here. And this adjusts in height. It'll adjust in height up. So it's not like right at my boobs or anything. And I can move it forward and back under my thigh. And that way it'll be here. And the hoop, my cross stitch hoop, oh, I know, I've just gotten back into it ever since, I think, VIP Cross Stitch contacted me way back when. And all of these companies only ever contact me once. You know, Crystal the Yarny Chicken, Aaron at Crafting Kitty get like contacted 6 times. They only ever contact me once, but that's okay. But it'll hold my hoop for me. So all I have to do is cross stitch. And I think that's wonderful. And so, and a new company has contacted me and they're going to let me pick some kits. And the thing is, if I agree to also do a tutorial, they let me have a larger spending limit. And I thought, I have not seen anyone do a cross stitch tutorial. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I haven't done a single tutorial. And why wouldn't I do it? No, why wouldn't I do a cross stitch tutorial? And I'm going to do it because I haven't seen anyone do it in our group, you know, but sure, why not? So I'm going to do it. I'm going to put this together, show it to everybody. But yeah, I really do enjoy cross stitch and it's keeping me sane. So, okay. I heard something outside the door. I think I have to cut this short. I loved having you guys. But I will see you next week. Sorry about cutting it short. I hope everybody has a great holiday who is having a holiday. Sorry about cutting it short. I will see you next week. Shine bright. Sorry about this really, but I did hear someone out there. All right. Oh, yeah, I love that background. Okay, bye-bye.